This week's Celebrity Spotlight is Bruno Mars. Now, Bruno Mars, of course, he makes great music. I like his energy, and he seems to be a really good guy. He's got that good guy image, and I think it's not just the image that he portrays. I think he's actually a good guy because he does have the gift of the 9, which is the humanitarian, but his life path is the 32-5, which is the expressive artist. So when you think about someone being an artist, we always think about painting, sculpting, drawing, but it's not that kind of art at all. It's expressive art. So it's music, dancing, acting, writing, those kinds of expressive arts. And so he's definitely in the right field, of course, and especially with the 5, because 5 tends to be a musician energy for sure, because it comes from the heart and the soul, and it's very heart-centered. But this guy has, and I didn't know this, he's right up there with Madonna, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, Rihanna, and the list goes on. But they're the shock and awe performers, and he actually has double 8s too. And all of those people I just listed have double 8s in their date of birth, and it's called the daredevil syndrome when you have double 8s. It's like they live for the thrill of the experience. So they will do things to shock and awe you. And of course, a lot of those performers that I just listed do kind of do a little bit risque things. However, I haven't seen it so much with Bruno. It could be that he's a bit more conservative because he has a humanitarian gift, so he's a little bit on the down low, but I think he's got it in him. I think he definitely has it for sure. He's got the arrow of determination, and it has double 1s in it. So that means that his determination comes out verbally. So it probably comes out through his songs and through his work. And he's got the 23-5 as his how. So he's got the gift of the humanitarian as the expressive artist, but his how he delivers his gift to the world is the 23-5. So it's the reverse of his life path, which is the 32-5. And this particular combination, the 23-5, is very even-keeled energy. It's almost like natural counselor energy. And so I think that's where he gets his nice energy from, his energy that feels good, like the boy next door kind of energy. And so he's a good guy, really good guy. 9 with the natural counselor energy, you can't go wrong with that. So again, he's a Libra, of course, because we're in the month of Libra, but he's in, yet again, like I told you, a personal year of 1, so new beginnings. And I think this is a common trend with all of the celebrities this month. So he's in a new beginnings year, but a peak cycle of 9, which is high change. So he's going through a lot right now, and definitely, but what I'm finding interesting, because he's still young, he's like 1985, he's still a baby. I won't tell you my year, but he's a baby. And he actually is going through, after this 9 peak cycle, he's actually going through double whammy 4 cycles. So 9 years in length, 2 of them back to back, of foundation shifting. So wherever that's going to take him, I don't know. It could be that his empire is going to be building up and out, or it could be that it's completely revamped. It just depends on how you use the energy. But I find it very intriguing that he's got those coming up after this 9. So he's kind of making everything now and then seeing some shifting with that going forward for quite a few years, like 2 decades. So, he's done well for himself, and he definitely fits the description of what he's all about, the 9 and the expressive artist. So I want to say happy birthday to Bruno Mars, and please join me again next week for another Celebrity Spotlight on LotteryUSA.com.